be the best man you can be.
Thank you for tuning into The Man. My name is DJ
Chris, Darius,
and we are The Man. And again, if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and also follow us on our social media. The link will be in the description.
So first, I want to go ahead and give you a background of how The Man got started and our vision and how we became together as an organization.
So The Man got started really because when I was a young boy, I didn't have any mentors around. I didn't have a father figure in the house. So it was hard for me to learn different things that a man's supposed to learn. But as I started growing as an adult, I got in college, I started meeting friends that had parents that became mentors, and my friends became mentors to me. And I told myself that I want to change another kid's perspective of life if I can help them. So what I did one day, I was watching TV, I seen all these women on TV empowering each other. So I told myself, hey, let me get a team together to empower men, not only black, white, Hispanic, but every man in all ages. So I got with Darius and Chris, and we formed The Man. And 3 things that we do in The Man is to challenge you mentally, physically, and spiritually. We feel like if men have all them characteristics, they become the best man they can be for their wife, for their kids, and also for society. So again, that's why we started The Man.
So next we're about to do a Q&A. We're all going to answer questions so you can know a little something about all 3 of us. So our wives put together 10 questions so that we can all tell you a little something about us. So right now we're going to start with Darius.
Okay.
Hands a little small.
Hands a little small.
All right. So who is your biggest celebrity role model and why? So I would say my biggest celebrity role model would have to be, well, since I was young, it was Martin Luther King. Not just because of what he did to surprise me, but he's taught me the concept of perseverance, the concept of character, being who you are, like who you are when nobody is watching. So what he did and how he impacted the world, and the way he went about it was, you know, he did what he felt was right for the people, but at the same time, he wasn't looking for any recognition. He didn't care about any circumstances that came with it, as far as having to go to prison, possibly being beaten on, how people giving death threats upon him. So just his character himself, as far as what he wanted to bring to the world, because he knew it needed a greater change to be able to sacrifice himself for himself and his family. That's why I feel like he's my celebrity role model.
That's a good role model right there.
Yeah.
My celebrity role model is the great Muhammad Ali. Okay, so the thing I like the most about Muhammad Ali is he was always about himself. He knew who he wanted to be. You know, he never sugarcoated anything, and you know, he always knew what he stood for. And I like a man to just know what you stand for. I like to know that, you know, I stand for something. You know, he always stood for something, and that's why he's my greatest role model.
So my greatest role model is Obama. The reason I like Obama because he came from nothing in Chicago, and he made something out of himself. So show every young man out here that you can become president. That's like one of the highest things you can become. And no matter what parts you are from or where you were born, you can be the next president. You can be anything you want to be. So that's my greatest role model is Obama.
All right.
I got next one.
Let's see which one is this.
What is your horoscope?
What is your horoscope?
Well, let me say my horoscope, a lot of people call me bipolar, is Gemini. I don't feel that way, but that's what people say. But I'm a Gemini. I was born June the 18th. Sometimes on Father's Day, so hey, I get 2 presents.
All right, my horoscope is a Libra. Yeah, I'm very balanced. You know, I got the best of both worlds. I might have an attitude, but then I'm calm at the same time. So that's my Libra.
My horoscope is a Taurus. So that's self-explanatory. You know, I'm born in May. I always got ambition, always bringing the energy out of people, and just really caring for people, but also being able to like take care of business itself. So shout out to all the Tauruses out there.
Geminis, Libra. Oh, this is a long one. I will pick the long one. If you had to choose one word to describe yourself, what would it be? So I would say one word I describe myself would be humble, because I came from nothing, but I was able to make something of myself, and I stayed the same person. So if anybody can describe me, they would say DeMar J is very humble. So
For me, I would say energetic. If you know me, you know I'm always
Dance.
I don't really dance like that, but I'm always, when I walk into a room, I want to bring the energy in. I'm always trying to change somebody's day to make it positive and just kind of have a positive vibe on outlook on life. Life is too stressful to be out here moping around. Yes, we all have our challenges, but if you can have somebody that can kind of uplift you while you're going through your struggle, kind of just be able to push you there, then I feel like that's very vital in life. So energetic.
Mine is confidence. As everybody know, I have a lot of confidence in myself and whatever I do and whatever I bring forth to the table. Confidence is something my dad instilled in me in day one since birth. I was born, he said, son, you need to always be confident. Always have confidence in your life. So I'm a very confident person. That's what everybody would say to describe me.
Okay.
I like that. Confidence, humble, energetic.
It all mixed together.
All right. What is your biggest fear as a black male? My biggest fear as a black male is just not being able to uphold my end to succeed for my family. Everything I'm doing is, I'm already blessed. So what I want to do now is be able to bless others and become a blessing to others just because I am blessed. Also with my family, I want them to know that whatever they go through, I got their back. Whatever challenges we face, I'll be at the forefront, ready to protect them, ready to do things like that. So my biggest fear is letting down my family for their future and not being able to be that strong man, that strong male figure in their life that they need.
My biggest fear is to not make a difference in this world. Making a difference in this world means a lot to me. Being a black male, you should want to strive to make a difference in this world. And I just don't want to leave without making some type of difference in this world. And that's my biggest fear, not making a difference in the world.
So my biggest fear would be not being average. As a black man, you can't be average because you'll get left behind. So every day, I try to make sure I better myself, not only physically, mentally, spiritually, but every aspect of my life. Because again, that's one of my biggest fears that any black man shouldn't have, is to be average. Because you are blessed with a bigger gift than you know it. So that's my biggest fear, man. Okay. Trying to get deep.
Don't be average.
All right, don't be average. Name one of your strengths and one of your weaknesses. All right, strength and a weakness. Like I said before, my strength is confidence. Confidence is the biggest strength that I have, and I feel like that's a strength that everyone should have. Confidence, because confidence will get you through the day. Confidence will get you through things that you don't think you can make it through. So that's why my strength is confidence. My biggest weakness, it's a weakness I have. I would say my biggest weakness sometimes is talking to other people. It's not just other people, but it's like talking to people that you don't know. Sometimes you walk on the street and I'll just walk past a person and I won't talk to them. So that's my biggest weakness, is not being able to communicate to other people that I don't really know that much.
So my strength, I would say, is being humble. Again, everybody needs to be humble because God gonna bless you with so many things, but you gotta be able to be humble so more blessings can come. And I feel like my weakness is being perfect. Nobody is perfect, but you can try to become a little bit perfect, but you're not going to be that. So you have to understand that being perfect is no such thing because we all are human. So once I learn how to make that to a strength and don't deal with that, then I feel like that won't be a weakness no more for me.
I would say one of my biggest strengths is like strategizing and basically trying to keep things in order. If you know me, I'm always trying to plan something. I'm very creative when I try to do things. I just put a lot of thought into it. So just strategizing things, not just for events or anything like that, but just my life to try to set myself up in the future in a better way. So I'm always looking ahead in a strategic way. I would say my weakness will be sometimes, I would say, and I'm working more on this, being able to share my feelings. So a lot of times, a lot of people, they may look at me, they may see me this certain way, and of course I know I don't got it all. I'm pretty sure us all feel the same way, but sometimes I can put things or take other people's problems and try to help them with theirs, but not really be able to share the problems that I have, which I can do. I just need to be better as far as like pushing out with it. And so I've definitely been strengthening that weaknesses day by day, and it's definitely improved, especially from my friend, my boys right here. They definitely hold me accountable. My fiance holds me accountable, my family, and so just being able to strengthen those weaknesses for it to become a strength is definitely something that I'll look forward to to continue to grow in.
All right, let's go to the next question. Who has made the greatest impact in your life and how? So I would have to say one of them is my mother, because again, her raising 4 kids by herself, that's hard for a woman. But I seen her hard work. She showed me that no matter what you have in life, as long as you work hard and as long as you go out here and get it, you can have anything you want. So I would say it has to be my mother. Shout out to my mom, Tanya.
I would say for me, I mean, of course, my parents, but I want to say the men that were around me growing up had a lot of mentors, and especially when we're young, you know, a lot of times you feel like the adults just don't know how things are today. You know, they may give you different advice. You may be like, well, times are different, you know. So that completes our questions for today. We just wanted to give y'all just a sneak peek and basically kind of get y'all to understand who we are individually and how we're different, but how we come together to form this organization called The Men.
All right, before I end it off, I just want to go back and say that shout out to LeBron James. He's actually one of my biggest celebrities I look up to. He's doing big right now for the kids going to school and stuff, and he actually also started from the bottom, just like Obama did. And right now he's at the top, and he still knows where he came from. So I'd like to actually thank you all for tuning into The Men, and please subscribe to the links below to our Facebook and Instagram, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel too. All right, so we like to also tell you guys to embrace the greatness within you.
Embrace it.
Embrace it. And we'll end it off right now with
The Men.